This is part 3 of the documentary of my life. This is adulthood, the third part, I just said. And after this, I'm going to make a huge video of a speech of how the world is completely fake, and it will relate to my book, because my book does talk about that kind of thing throughout a lot of parts of it. So let me talk about my adult life and what completely changed me in my adult life. So, throughout my childhood to my teenage years, I played a game called Maple Story all the time. Never, every day. When a patch came out, which is when a new version of it comes out, I would wait from midnight till the next day to play it. And let me tell you, Maple Story has gotten worse over the years. Repetitive, grinding gameplay, which means you just kill to level up. Anyways, off topic. I finally stopped playing that game at age 20 and a half because a life-changing thing happened in my life at that age. It was either 21 or 20 and a half, like almost turning 21. That's when I vowed to become healthy. Because before this, I was 80 pounds at the age of 20. Yeah. So let's start with living with my mom. During those years, you can't live with my mom. My mom is crazy. She's loving. She loves her kids. She does. She loves all of us. She has anger problems, extreme anger problems. She would come home, I would have washed the dishes in a way she wouldn't have liked, and she would have swore up a storm in my face. I was depressed, I was sad, I hated life, wanted to die. I just didn't like life. Before that, I'd say 18, that was in my 20s. When I was 18, I was living with my mom, but also my little sister. My little sister, those were her raving days when she went to raves all the time. She would come home, puke, she would throw up, she would just party like crazy with her high school friends. She was still in high school. She was a senior. I was just out of high school, deciding what I wanted to do, going to West Valley, fucking around, just making friends, just not even trying, pretty much, failing classes. When I was in the cottage house, because my mom's moved 7 times, when I was in the cottage house, I smoked a lot of weed. My friend Nick always came over and we would smoke tons of weed. That was probably the best house because all our friends would always come over and we'd have barbecues there. That was the most chill house out of all the places. But then we moved into the Mary house, which was hell. It was in the middle of nowhere. So I'd have to walk miles to go anywhere each day. And I wouldn't have much food. Wouldn't have money to buy food. So I didn't have any options. I was stuck in that house every day. And then my mom would come home and yell at me for reasons I didn't do anything wrong. I live in the kind of family where you can't talk to anyone. They'll tell you to just deal with it. That kind of family. So, here's the thing. Since I have epilepsy, it's hard to live on your own. It really is. You need a job for 6 months, 6 to 8 months, to get on a waiting list to get an apartment. If you get on that waiting list, you get an apartment, and in the 9th month you lose your job, what are you going to do? You know how hard it is to get a job on epilepsy meds? You're doped up all the time, you feel like shit. But if you're healthy and you exercise and you have a good mindset and your seizure meds are not too high, you will feel fine. You'll feel fine. If you're on the right seizure meds. Otherwise, you could be doped up, you won't function regularly. Picture that life with a family that's telling you to do certain things when they've never had epilepsy before. That's my family. Expectations, expectations, expectations. My dad, especially, thinks that just because you live with someone, you have to like them, you have to respect them because they're letting you live in their house. Let me tell you this right now, who is ever watching this, you don't have to respect shit. You can pretend to respect them. Oh God, yeah. People love that. Pretend to respect them. But inside, you can hate them. You don't have to like them. Pretend to. But you are not forced by anyone, by any law, by anything, to like someone you don't like. You don't like someone in a group? Walk away. You don't like a family member? Walk away. You don't care about something they're talking about? Walk away. No one's stopping you. Anyways, back to the subject. I don't want to get too off subject. My family has high expectations for me too. Something. But they don't. They look past the seizure aspect of it. So, let me just say this. When I turned 21, my health phase, I was still living in the house that was in the middle of nowhere. But then by 22, because by 21 I was doing a lot of training. I was working out every day, every single day. I was walking to the gym from like day to nighttime. I was getting kind of results. I was changing very slowly. Not like right now where I'm changing fast. Probably because of my diet. So, after that, my mom joined a massage school, and she left. Like, she wasn't home much, and she met a guy named Croft, the most narcissistic, controlling sociopath on the planet. I'm going to skip through the details, but he was one of those people who tells you you're dumb, tells you you're stupid, tells you you're nothing, and then gives you compliments so you stay with them. Tells you the nicest things, treats you the nicest. That's what he did to Mom. So I was just so honest with him. I'm like, hey, isn't that a manipulation tactic? He hated me. I was completely honest with him. So one night when we're gone, I come home. He has knocked my doorknob off with a hammer. My doorknob is literally gone. The wood of where the circle would be of the doorknob is chipped, as if some psychopath ripped it out of the wall. No, it was smashed with a hammer and broken out of the... Because it had a lock on it, I didn't trust him. He is a crazy motherfucker. Creepy as shit. My mom doesn't know how to date the right men. She falls for the nicey nice kind of guys who are secretly killers. Those kind of people. She wouldn't trust a creepy guy that would actually be really nice, or a really nice guy that's just really nice. She doesn't like those kind of people. You know, the good kind of people that you should date. She likes the kind of people who will treat her like shit and be nice to her. The narcissistic people. Yeah. She wants someone she can argue with. And that's why I don't like relationships. Because I don't like arguing with people. I want to tell someone to look something up. No, I want to tell someone a fact. They don't have to agree with it. I just want them to look it up. It's like, oh, okay, that's interesting. I don't want them to be fake. Every relationship, every fucking relationship I have ever seen with everyone else is either they're fighting, they're arguing, and this fighting, arguing thing is love, apparently. It's not love to me. You have your honeymoon phase. I'm getting off subject. Your honeymoon phase is where everything's fine, everything's happy. Then you guys get intimate, and then everything turns to shit. But mostly, after all this shit happened, I moved here. And that's when I really started growing up, because I wanted to get away from these people. Which is possible. Because they made no sense. There was no logic with my grandparents. They do dumb things that don't make sense. They get mad over stupid shit. So I've been working my ass off trying to make money to save up. To leave forever. Yeah. I even told my mom this because my family doesn't listen to me. So I just directly told her, I'm saving up money so I can get away from everyone. This hand is darker than this hand. I think. I'm saving up money. So when I have enough, I'm going to buy a house far away from my family so I won't see them. Let me tell you all the flaws and all the pros and the cons of my family members. My dad. I don't know. I just don't know. My sister. My older sister. You only care about me if I'm injured. I'm wounded. I'm weaker than you. You do feel bad sometimes if you do something really bad. But most of the time you insult me. You're rude to me. You treat me like shit. You act like I have no emotions, which encourages me to not have emotions. You see the worst in me instead of the good. My little sister has tons of potential, could succeed very far in life, but chooses not to. Doesn't bug her, but it bugs the living shit out of me. If I have a Taurus child, I'll get rid of it. There are certain signs in the zodiac that are better than other signs. You can disagree with that, but that's the truth. Tauruses are the sign that works. They work. They work for the better signs. They get promotions, and they work for the better signs. Capricorn is the best zodiac sign. Not for friends, for success. Capricorn is the most successful sign in the zodiac. Pisces, Capricorn, Aquarius. There's one more. There's one more. What is that one? Those three in general, the reason I'm going to end this at 15 minutes, are creative, intuitive, clairvoyant, and they're good at adapting, listening. They're good signs to have, and they're looked down upon because maybe they're less emotional. They're not like the other signs. Ending it now.